Hello, I'm Gary Lyon and welcome to the 2014 wash-up for the Demons. And Damo, it pains me to say this club and Paul Roos have still got a big mountain to climb.
Yeah, the hope is just that it's not insurmountable, Gaz. And look, there's every reason to think that it actually might be. That the messaging that's come out of this club late in 2014, linking the past to the present too, I didn't like, and there's a lot of work to do.
All right, well, let's try and find a highlight for the season. And Damo, I've got a 15-year-old son. He and I watch the Melbourne games together. We haven't had much reason to get out of our chairs, but I can tell you on this night, way back in round 13, we were up, we went, oh, Jack, kick it, and then we went over Daniel, oh, no, Crossy won't make the distance, and then we went, oh, yes, Christian Salem, who's a beautiful kicker of footy. So at that stage there, we were 5 points behind, that puts a point in front. Damo, the old lounge room went berserk at the Lion household when the siren went. So that was a highlight, and then that's been it for the year.
It looked good then. That was round 13, the 12th game of the year, and they were 4-0 at that stage and looking okay. Hasn't looked too good since.
What went wrong?
My highlight goes to Dom Tyson. There were eyebrows raised, and I was one of the eyebrow raisers, and probably still will be for some time, when the club did what it did to get him in, along with Christian Salem. Of course, they overlooked Josh Kelly to do that transaction. But what Dom Tyson did throughout 2014 was everything he humanly could do to take his name away from that being an issue for the club in the future. If he doesn't win the best and fairest this year, he's going to finish second or at worst third, and I would think it's going to be one or two. Very, very good year for a man who has really now put together one very good season of footy.
Have you taken his name away from there, or are you going to revisit it?
Well, we'll never take it away, Gary, because Josh Kelly is going to be a superstar.
Best and
Lock
fairest,
that in.
Not a bad start.
It's a good start, but as you and I say, the body of work is what you base these things on.
As I say, and you copy me. Right, let's go to the low light, and there was a long list to choose from. I'm narrowing it down to one man, and that's Mitch Clark. I was so excited about his recruitment to Melbourne. I thought he showed signs of being the dominant, or one of the dominant key forwards in the competition, and just couldn't get going. The Lisp fracture of his foot led to the off-field issues, depression issues that he's spoken bravely about. So that's more important than footy, of course. But from a Melbourne Footy Club point of view, he was the guiding, shining light, and that was the low light for me.
My low light, Gaz, was James Frawley for so many reasons. When you are prepared to put your name out there as he did at the start of the year, being a free agent and I'm going to take offers, you've got to perform. He didn't perform. It was distracting for him. It was distracting for the footy club. And what he's also done is knocked, I would say, a couple of $100,000 per year off what lies ahead by way of him going to another club.
No argument there. Another low light. We can't go through without talking about their loss to the Giants. I mean, that was just disgraceful what happened then. And we've paid tribute to the Giants, well done, but their performance in that was lamentable. Not a low light for the year, low light of the decade, and that's saying something.
Can I make a special mention for a low light?
Can.
I want to show you this photo, Gaz. This vision
of
this man.
You're going into humour now, are you?
Well, you make it funny, but look at the haircut.
No, it's not.
We love him, but what was he doing that day?
No, we love him.
Bernie Vince?
It's not a great look at all. He laid blame at his sister, which I didn't think was taking full responsibility. So not good enough, Bern.
Christmas bonus time now, Gaz.
All right, well, I'm going to be happy to hand out a Christmas bonus to Neville Jetta. Now, this was a man that was gone for all money last year. He played a game late in the year that Paul Roos, I believe, saw and said, no, he's worth having a look at. Elevated himself off the rookie list, and I think emerged as one of the better small defenders in the competition. I reckon that's saying
Let's not get too carried away. But better small defenders in the comp.
Well, you clean your ears out. That's exactly what I said, Damo, and you just go the obvious one all the time. I look a bit deeper, and I've unearthed a little gem. I'll give him a Christmas bonus.
He's a little gem. I'm not sure he's one of the
better
players.
Let's see the left field one you go.
No, well, we can't talk about Melbourne in this year without mentioning this man I'm about to mention, Nathan Jones, who is just... I love him, Gaz. I've loved him now for a long time, the way he goes about his work, and the adversity that he has copped for many years, in fact his entire career. He just stood up yet again this year, this time with the status as co-captain, and you couldn't ask for any more from that man we're watching right now.
I love him, but I mean, what are you talking about adversity? He's playing professional football, getting very well paid for it.
He plays for Melbourne.
He's doing a very good job at what he's paid to do. I love him as much as you do.
That's adversity, Gaz. You play for Melbourne. Who's on the chopping block, though, for Melbourne?
Oh, where do you start? I think some of their early round picks that haven't come through, particularly Sam Blease, who can't get into this side, got leg speed, skill, carry, not fit enough. James Strauss hasn't come on. I mean, if you can't get into this back half as a kicking defender, which James Strauss is supposed to be, then there's issues. Luke Tapscott gets injured too much, doesn't play enough footy, and maybe Jack Fitzpatrick, although he showed a bit on the weekend.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm putting Jack Watts on, but I'm putting it on for his perspective and the club's perspective. He needs to get out of there. They need to have him get out of there.
What will they get for him?
They won't get a lot for him
now.
They've
invested too much to get rid of him now. They should have done 2 years ago.
No, you just got to cut your losses now. But it's a bonus for Jack to be moving out. They have to do it.
Jack shouldn't take responsibility?
Well, he hasn't, has he? He actually hasn't.
Special mention to Roosie. I mean, you can't criticise Paul Roos for much, but I mean, when the big game's on, you've got to know the words of the song. Look at this. Forgot. Well, no, now I'm back again. Enormous pressure. Oh, forgot. Now I'm back again, and he finishes pretty strongly. Roosie, he struggles again here, Warrior. Oh, he's happy with the finish. So well done to Roosie there.
Improvement, Gaz. Is there any hope for it in 2015?
Well, look, there's so many areas. I just want improvement in skill, because you can't put a game plan in place. You can't have players taking risks from the back half, running to create if you're continually missed by foot. And that just stops everything. I mean, in the end, the defence doesn't run. The spread's not there because you're scared that the targets can't be hit. So, in particular, someone in the back half who is an elite deliverer of the footy for me.
My area on this one, Gaz, they just have to get themselves out of the bottom 5. Not since 2006 have they finished near the finals. And, since that time, they've finished bottom 5. The 4-8 scoreline they had at one stage this year, if they can maintain that, they will get themselves out of the bottom 5.
Into the last quarter on 9 occasions. So at least they're putting themselves in a position to win more games. So following on from that, let's go to the predictor for 2015.
I fear for this footy club, Gaz. I have for a long time, and I can't see them doing anything different to what they've been doing, unfortunately, and they'll be stagnating yet again.
So second last, you got them?
I've got them second last, probably third, fourth last at best.
I see. I think that's naive. I think when you've got a coach like Paul Roos, you've led into the last quarter 9 times. You can convert at least 2/3 of those into wins. They'll go up next year.
So we've now got 2 of the bottom 4 clubs.
Don't refer to the past, Damo.
I have to, because you're just putting everyone up.
Thanks anyway for coming in. That is the wash-up for the Melbourne Footy Club.